Hi Professor, my name is Mujiang, and this is my student ID. Today, I would like to share three important concepts: the time value of the money, the valuation of finance assets, and financial ratio analysis, and discuss how they truly change my personal finance thinking and behavior. First is time value of the money. This concept teaches me to discount the future money. In week 3, I first understand that $1 today is more valuable than $1 tomorrow. This is not just a formula, but a way of thinking. Take me as an example. In October this year, I had a 5,000 Hong Kong dollar internship income. Originally, I planned to deposit it for 1 year, but after learning the time value of money, I calculated if the annual return is 2%. After 1 year, it would only be 5,100 Hong Kong dollar. But if I invest this money in an index fund that I had researched, assuming a long-term annual return of the 6%, the present value after 5 years would be much higher than the fixed deposit. I choose the later and start money fixed income investment. Now, before each purchase, I always ask myself, if the future value of this thing was give up my investment opportunity today. For the second concept is the valuation of financial asset. I learned the dividend discount model and bond valuation. This teach me the value of the asset come from its future cash flow. For me, I hold a consumer stock. Previously, whenever the stock price dropped, I would get nervous. But after learning valuation, I'm trying to analyze it using a simplified model. Assuming it grows its dividend by 5% annually and I required a 6% return rate. After correlations, it was found that when the stock price was below a certain level, it was actually undervalued. Last month, the stock dropped sharply due to the market, but I did not steal it. Instantly, I slightly increased my position because my valuation model told me its interest value was higher than the market price. After a few weeks, the stock price recovered, and I became even more convinced that investment should be based on value, not emotions. The third concept is the financial ratio analysis. For me, I create a balance sheet. I use Excel to create a personal balance sheet and found that although my net asset was positive, my liquidity ratio was only 0.6. That was very dangerous. So I immediately made some adjustments. First is establish an emergency fund and deposit 3 months living expenses into a high liquid account. Step 2, calculate the deposit to income rate and found that my monthly repayments ratio was too high. So I repaying a high interest consumer loan. Step 3, I set a saving rate target, and now 30% of my asset tax monthly income is automatically transferred to the investment account. So through learning and practice, I gained the full reflection. I believe that this course has taught me not only the knowledge, but also a significant financial thinking, like using the TVM to plan long-term goals, and using valuation thinking to make consumer decision, and using the ratio to monitor the financial health. So I think that these tools has enabled me to shift from the making financial decision based on the internet to make decision based on data. I firmly believe that this way of thinking will not only help me achieve the financial independence, but also enable me to have better understand the logic behind corporation decision in the future workplace. That's all.